Welcome to a day in the Word. Today's reading is Deuteronomy chapter 17 through Deuteronomy chapter 19. Deuteronomy chapter 17. You must not sacrifice to the Lord your God an ox or sheep that has anything wrong with it. The Lord your God would hate that. You might hear about an evil thing that happens in one of the cities that the Lord your God is giving you. You might hear that a man or woman in your group has sinned against the Lord your God. You might hear that they have broken his agreement or that they have worshiped other gods, or maybe the sun, the moon, or the stars. I never told you to do that. If you hear bad news like this, you must check it carefully. You must learn if it is true that this terrible thing has really happened in Israel. If you prove that it is true, you must punish the person who did this evil thing. You must take that person or woman, you must take that man or woman out to a public place near the city gates and kill them with stones. But no one should be punished with death if only one witness says that person did that evil thing. But if two or three witnesses say it is true, the person must be killed. The witnesses must throw the first stones to kill that person. Then the other people should throw stones to finish killing that person. In this way, you will remove this evil from your group. There might be some problems that are too hard for your courts to judge. It might be a murder case or an argument between two people, or it might be a fight in which someone was hurt. When these cases are argued in your towns, your judges there might not be able to decide what is right. Then you must go to the special place that the Lord your God will choose. You must go to the priests who are Levites and to the judge on duty at that time. They will decide what to do about that problem. There at the Lord's special place, they will tell you their decision. You must do whatever they say. Be sure to do everything they tell you to do. You must accept their decision and follow their instructions exactly. Don't change anything. You must punish anyone who refuses to obey the judge or the priest who is there at that time, serving the Lord your God. That person must die. You must remove this evil person from Israel. All the people will hear about this punishment and be afraid. Then they will not be stubborn anymore. You will enter the land that the Lord your God is giving you. You will take that land and live in it. Then you will say, we will put a king over us, like all the nations around us. When that happens, you must be sure to choose the king that the Lord your God chooses. The king over you must be one of your own people. You must not make a foreigner your king. The king must not get more and more horses for himself, and he must not send people to Egypt to get more horses, because the Lord has told you you must never go back that way. Also, the king must not have too many wives, because that will make him turn away from the Lord. And he must not make himself rich with silver and gold. When the king begins to rule, he must write a copy of the law for himself in a book. He must make that copy from the books that the priests from the tribe of Levi keep. He must keep that book with him and read it all his life, because he must learn to respect the Lord his God. He must learn to completely obey everything the law commands. Then the king will not think that he is better than any of his own people. He will not turn away from the law, but he will follow it exactly. Then he and his descendants will rule the kingdom of Israel a long time. Deuteronomy chapter 18. The tribe of Levi will not get any share of the land in Israel. The priests come from that tribe, and they will eat the special sacrifices that are offered as gifts to the Lord. This is the share for the people from the tribe of Levi. The tribe of Levi will not get any share of land like the other tribes. Their share is the Lord Himself, as He said to them. When you kill one of your sheep or cattle for a sacrifice, you must give the priest these parts: the shoulder, both cheeks, and the stomach. You must give the priest the first part of your harvest. You must give them the first part of your grain, your new wine, and your oil. You must give the Levites the first wool cut from your sheep. This is because the Lord your God looked at all your tribes and chose Levi and his descendants to serve him as priests forever. Any Levite living in any town, anywhere in Israel, may leave his home and come to the Lord's special place. He may do this anytime he wants, and this Levite may serve in the name of the Lord his God, the same as all his brother Levites who are on duty before the Lord, and that Levite will get an equal share with the other Levites, in addition to the share his family normally gets. When you come into the land that the Lord your God is giving you, don't learn to do the terrible things the people of the other nations there do. Don't sacrifice your sons or daughters in the fire on your altars. Don't try to learn what will happen in the future by talking to a fortune teller or by going to a magician, a witch, or a sorcerer. Don't let anyone try to put magic spells on other people. Don't let any of your people become a medium or a wizard. And no one should try to talk with someone who has died. The Lord hates anyone who does these things. And because these other nations do these terrible things, the Lord your God will force them out of the land as you enter it. You must be faithful to the Lord your God, never doing anything he considers wrong. You will force the other nations out of your land. They listen to people who use magic and try to tell the future. But the Lord your God will not let you do these things. The Lord your God will send to you a prophet. This prophet will come from among your own people, and he will be like me. You must listen to him. God will send you this prophet because that is what you asked him to do. When you were gathered together at Mount Horeb, you became frightened and said, "Don't let us hear the voice of the Lord our God again. Don't let us see that great fire, or we will die." The Lord said to me, "What they ask for is good. I will send them a prophet like you. This prophet will be one of their own people. I will tell him what he must say, and he will tell the people everything I command. This prophet will speak for me, and I will punish anyone who refuses to listen to my commands." But a prophet might say something that I did not tell him to say, and he might tell people that he is speaking from for me. If this happens, that prophet must be killed. Also, a prophet might come that speaks for other gods. That prophet must also be killed. You might be thinking, how can we know if something a prophet says is not from the Lord? If a prophet says he is speaking for the Lord, but what he says does not happen, you will know that the Lord did not say it. You will know that this prophet was speaking his own ideas. You don't need to be afraid of him. Deuteronomy chapter 19. The Lord your God is giving you land that belongs to other nations. The Lord your God will destroy those nations. You will live where these people lived. You will take their cities and their houses. When that happens, you must divide the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Divide it into 3 parts and choose a city in the middle of each part that can be a place of safety. You must also build good roads to these cities. Then, whoever kills another person may run to the closest city of safety. This is the rule for someone who kills another person and runs to one of these 3 cities for safety. It must be someone who killed another person accidentally, not out of hatred. Here is an example. A man goes into the forest with another person to cut wood. The man swings his axe to cut down a tree, but the head of the axe separates from the handle. The axe head hits the other person and kills him. The man who swung the axe may then run to one of these 3 cities and be safe. But if the city is too far away, he might not be able to run there fast enough. A close relative of the person he killed might run after him and catch him before he reaches the city. The relative might kill the man in anger, even though he did not deserve to die because he did not mean to harm anyone. That is why I commanded you to choose 3 special cities. The Lord your God promised your fathers that he would make your land larger. He will give you all the land that he promised to give to your ancestors. He will do this if you completely obey his commands that I give you today. If you love the Lord your God and always live the way he wants, then when he gives you more land, you should choose 3 more cities for safety. They should be added to the first 3 cities. Then innocent people will not be killed in the land that the Lord your God is giving you, and you will not be guilty for any such deaths. But suppose there is a man who hates his neighbor. That man might hide and wait to kill the person he hates. If he kills that person and runs to one of these cities of safety, the elders in his hometown must send someone to get him and take him away from the city of safety. These leaders must hand him over to the close relative. He is a murderer and he must die. Don't feel sorry for him. He is guilty of killing an innocent person, and you must remove that guilt from Israel. Then everything will go well for you. You must not move the stones that mark your neighbor's property. People put them there in the past to mark each person's property. These stones mark the land that the Lord your God gave you. If someone is accused of doing something wrong against the law, one witness is not enough to prove that the person is guilty. There must be 2 or 3 witnesses to prove that the person really did wrong. A witness might try to hurt another person by lying or saying that this person did wrong. If that happens, both of them must go to the Lord's special house and be judged by the priests and judges who are on duty at that time. When the judges carefully ask their questions, they might find that the witness lied against the other person. If the witnesses tell lies, you must punish them with the same punishment the other person would have received. In this way, you will remove this evil from your group. Other people will hear about this and be afraid, and people will not do evil things like that again. Don't feel sorry about punishing someone who does wrong. If a life is taken, a life must be paid for it. The rule is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a hand for a hand, a foot for a foot. The punishment must equal the crime. Thank you for joining A Day in the Word Bible in a Year series. Please subscribe, comment, like, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Until next time, shalom.